Hi, I'm James from Encore, and after a lot of internal discussions, it is with a heavy heart that I have to make this announcement. Ever since we launched Encore in October, we have received a steady stream of complaints and concerns from various members of the site that a certain minority were ruining the Encore experience for everyone. At first we ignored these messages, but as more and more people have joined the site, we started to receive more and more of the same messages, and we cannot ignore them anymore. I'll cut to the chase. As of today, viola players are now banned from Encore. We spent a long time weighing up this decision, going through the pros and cons, and to be very honest, there were no cons. This actually makes perfect sense. We asked some of our members what they thought about the decision, and we received these replies. An angry cellist said, "Why are those repertoire thieving violists allowed on Encore?" Bach called them cello suites for a reason. Bardi Boy 1564 said, "If music be the food of love, play on. Unless it involves a viola, in which case, please, for the love of God, make it stop." And Regina said, "Violas everywhere. Stop trying to make the big violin happen. It's not going to happen." However, it's not all doom and gloom. Violas are great for one thing, and that's viola jokes. So we asked some of our favourite violists to tell you their favourite viola jokes. Enjoy.
What's the best way to confuse a violist? Just compliment the playing.
If you're lost in the desert, what do you aim for? A good viola player, a bad viola player, or an oasis? The bad viola player. The other two are only figments of your imagination.
What is the range of a viola? As far as you can kick it.
So a guy walks into a shop and he says, "I want you to make me the finest cello that money can pay for, source the finest wood, make the strings out of gold, money no object." And the guy in the shop goes, "Are you a viola player?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, how'd you know that?" So the guy in the shop goes, "This is a fish and chip shop, mate."
A conductor and a violist are standing in the middle of the road. Which one do you run over first and why? The conductor, business before pleasure.
An opera orchestra is preparing for a big run of Il Trovatore, with the opening night broadcast live on TV.
It's all going well until the final dress rehearsal, when the conductor is suddenly taken ill.
Desperately, the orchestral management tries to find a replacement, but to no avail.
As a last resort, the artistic director stands in front of the orchestra and says,
"I don't suppose any of you know the score?"
Silence.
And then a hand is raised.
It's old Bert, the stalwart at the back desk of the violas.
Bert says, "Well, I did Il Trovatore at college. I suppose I could have a go at waving my arms."
The performance was a huge success.
The audience was delighted.
The sponsors ecstatic.
The critics raving.
The run is extended.
An international tour is scheduled.
But Bert's career is cut short.
As the conductor returns to full health.
And 6 months later, he picks up his viola.
So he goes back to his old seat at the back of the section.
And sits down by his old desk partner, who turns to him and says,
Where the hell have you been?